Welcome everybody back to Boost in Motion, guys. And today, I never gave you guys my honest opinion of the new Nissan Z. So, guys, this is this video. Let's just jump right into it. So, anybody that's new to this channel, I am Boost in Motion. I am currently in a 2017 Infiniti Q60 with the same VR30 that's going to be in the new Nissan Z, which is, my car is also tuned on 93 with bolt-ons. I also used to have a 2018 Q50 with the VR30 that was also tuned on 93 and bolt-ons. So I'm one of the people that's actually very qualified to teach you guys about the new Nissan Z. And shout out to other YouTubers out there that are in this platform that own this car. Not a lot of those other YouTubers that pretty much review cars. No disrespect to them, but I'm just being quite honest with them. They're just reviewers. They go through different cars, but we're the enthusiasts of these specific cars. Anyways, let's jump right into it. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, and hit all, please, all on the bell notification. And to my Boost in Motion family, you guys, you already know what to do. Hit the like button. Anyways, let's talk about it. So to keep it 100 with you guys, to keep it honest, I like to always be straight up with y'all. That's why I bang with your boy Boost. We already knew that the Nissan Z was gonna have the VR30. We already knew this. I said this stuff since late 2019, early January of 2020, literally. So there's no surprise to me. But we do wonder is this a couple of things. In some of my old videos, I stated that they need to make this car 400 horsepower or higher. At which they delivered that, but I thought they would actually push like 420, 430. But I guess they don't want to change up the tune that much. We got to wait and see what they actually did. But they went with 400 horsepower. As of right now, we don't really see that there's going to be at least Nissan didn't release that there's going to be a sub-level yet or a lower trim yet. All we see is that there's just two trims. There's like a sport and a premium. That's really it. We don't know if there's going to be, like what they did with the Q50, Q60, give you a 300 horsepower version. We don't see any of that. We don't see a smaller displacement motor, which I've talked about in plenty of my old videos. Anything with the Z, put in like Boost in Motion Z or whatever, or Nissan 400Z, right? I talked about maybe they should use the 4-cylinder turbo motor they use in like the Ultimas and a couple of the Nissan vehicles with their car to make this car a really affordable car. Now, talking about price now, I stated in all my videos, I even showed a screenshot. Hopefully, maybe I'll throw it up on here. I even showed a screenshot of how much an Infiniti Q60, the 300 horsepower version, costs base. It is literally $41,000 if you wanted to go get a Q60 rear-wheel drive, pretty much base with the 3.0T at 300 horsepower. It's $41,000. So I stated in that video, I think that was like January of 2020, that they should make the entry level of this Nissan Z high 30s, because you don't want to make the Z more expensive than your lowest level Q60. That wouldn't make sense. You have to make a difference. So, excuse me, guys. So that's something else that I told you guys that I think what they would actually do. And word in the street is that the car is going to be high 30s from factory or the lower trim in the 400 horsepower version. So that's actually pretty dope, and I think that's what they're actually going to deliver on, because at the end of the day, this moves forward into more of the stuff. The drivetrain, pretty much the transmission of the car. I stated in my old videos, well, I never knew they were going to make a 6-speed manual unless they started previewing it. But shout out to Kedro Wins. He had sent me a patent, I think early or mid 2020, and it showed a 9-speed automatic, jack code 9-speed automatic. Now, this is a derived transmission from the Mercedes, and they had put this in a Nissan Titan of last year, 2020. So knowing that they would put that 9-speed in that car, me and Kedro thought about it, they're probably going to put that in a new Nissan Z as an automatic transmission. A lot of you guys are saying, give it a dual clutch, give it a ZF8. And I'm saying the ZF8, they would have to pay money for that, for it to be pretty much licensed or whatever the case may be. So they'll have to pay more money for that. The dual clutch, they don't have any other dual clutch transmissions out there. So why would they design just a dual clutch transmission just for the 400, the Nissan Z? And then knowing that the Nissan Z is a finicky, the dual clutch, these are finicky. They break. So why not go with a traditional automatic transmission that will be reliable? And that's what they did. They went with a 9-speed automatic, the Jacko 9-speed automatic. Now, this transmission, if it is anything like the Mercedes 9-speed automatic, it handles a shitload of torque. So we don't have to worry about that transmission going out at all, because in that platform, remember, I'm part of the M177, M178, a platform that's the Mercedes C63 and E63. That transmission handles 700, 800, 900 pounds of torque. And they have transmission tunes for that. So we gotta wait and see if it is a derivative of that. That'll be super dope, because we will have transmission tunes maybe in the future. Super dope. All right, so let's get off the drive line. Well, I'll talk a little bit about this a little bit more. We don't know if this is going to be a revised VR30, and we also don't know if these turbos on this Nissan Z are any different than the turbos on the Q50, Q60. Honestly, guys, I think it's going to be the same turbos. I don't think the VR30 is any different. Maybe they might have changed up some sensors. You never know, but I doubt they would make a whole new redesigned VR30. So in those cases, this is what the car is going to be. Now, moving to the interior of the car, honestly, I said in plenty of my videos, you can check from 2020. I stated it. I said, listen, man, it's probably going to have a digital dash and a lot of other parts bin stuff that's already in the Nissan Altima and other Nissan Rogue and other Nissan vehicles. And I was right. Once again, I was right, because they're not going to revolutionize the Nissan Z, guys. They're not going to revolutionize it. They're going to try their best to cost cut and deliver a new refreshed model or new refreshed car. But here's the funny thing. Shout out to James from RT Tuning. I forgot the screenshot he have, so maybe I'll throw up on the video if I do find it. So through the woodworks, it seems like there's no new chassis code for the Nissan Z. What does that mean, guys? That it's not a whole new chassis. They pretty much took the same 370Z chassis and just refreshed everything. Literally, that's it. Some of you guys may think that's wrong. Like, oh my God, this is not a whole new car. But some of you guys actually think about that, like, the Nissan Z, the 370Z's chassis is actually really good. And now they just refreshed and added a new driveline. Why not? Porsches do this all day. A lot of the chassis codes from Porsche are all the same. They just redesigned the interior, and that's really it. But Porsches literally look damn near exactly the same, and some of their chassis codes are very similar. So knowing that, I think that's still a good positive. So I can't really beat Nissan on about that. Now, when we talk about the exterior of the car looks good. They definitely gave a lot of styling cues from different cars. The square grille really doesn't. I don't have a problem with the square grille anymore. Seeing the pictures of the car, I don't like how high the car sits, though. I gotta wait and see. I know it probably sits really low, but I still don't like how the wheel gap of the car. Guys, you know, I like my cars to ride nice and low and be lowered. So we gotta wait and see about that part. But at the end of the day, I think the car aesthetically looks good. The lines look really clean from the interior to the exterior to the drive line. Oh, I can still see a lot of part spin spots. And let me move forward off the dislikes and likes. Let me just talk about just more things that I just honestly feel about the car. Number one, I think a lot of these parts that are already in the Q50, Q60 are going to swap right over. The way that they design a lot of these cars, it's literally damn near the same exact car, probably, when it comes from the Q60. I'm talking about just the bolt-on parts, from downpipes, exhaust is probably very similar. Architecture is just probably a little short. The mid-pipe might be shorter, just like what they do on the G37, 370Zs, and or maybe the rear section. Turbos, once again, the same. Intake system, probably very similar. High pressure fuel pump, low pressure fuel pump. A lot of the stuff that we care about for performance is gonna necessarily be the same. So when this car drops and you guys get them keys, you can, before they even comes out, you'll probably be able to order a lot of parts for this car and go full freaking send. The only thing we gotta wait and see is the tuning. ECU Tech is gonna probably get on it once they get some access to VINs. They're gonna be unlocking those ECUs quick. So we gotta wait and see, but it'll be a 2022 model. So they still really haven't unlocked the 2021 model Q50s, Q60s yet. So that would probably be the similar ECU. So it probably shouldn't be too hard. But we gotta wait and see what Nissan does. Moving forward from that, I'm really excited, and I wonder what the weight of this car is gonna actually be. Knowing that my car is about 4,000 pounds, all-wheel drive. The rear-wheel drive version is 38, 39, and we know that the Nissan Z doesn't have 2 seats and a lot of other parts on it. To be honest with you guys, I'm aiming for that Nissan Z to be 3,500 pounds. In the car world, that's still pretty light, and knowing that's going to have a close gear ratio 9-speed automatic and or 6-speed manual in a smaller chassis, and with the amount of power that these cars make from factory and or when they're tuned, that car is going to be a lot faster than any VR30 that has similar modifications. Let me just throw an example. A 93 tuned Z car, right, with bolt-ons, will probably be just as fast as E30, E50, full bolt-on tuned Q50s, Q60s, just off weight alone. 500, 300, no, 400 to 500 pounds is a big difference when it comes to performance. So I think that's something that we're going to see, and it's going to be super dope for the platform, because that car can actually put in some work. Now, moving forward from that, you guys are going to ask a big question. I'm going to get into this and we'll get to the last question. How is it going to compare to the Toyota Supra? Number one, it's cheaper. It's going to be $39,000. Mark my words. If I'm wrong, then it's scratched for $40,000. Ooh, but it's going to be affordable. That's number one. So it's about $10,000 to $12,000 to $13,000 cheaper. Two, even though it'll probably be a little heavier than a Nissan, than the BMW Supra, will it perform just as good at the track and the drag strip as it? We'll have to wait and see how close that gear ratio of that 9-speed automatic is. It will have launch control too. But if the transmission is still fast shifting, just like the other 9-speed auto in the Mercedes, I don't think we're gonna see a problem. I'm thinking we're gonna see a 10-second tire and 93, damn near 93 tuned Nissan Z. We're gonna see that because the weight alone is what's gonna help. These cars on 93 trap 118 to 120 on 93 full bolt-ons all-wheel drive with launch control. Well, when we use launch control through the EXHUAST, so that's mid to low 9s. It can be done. To get into 10s with these cars, you're gonna need some weight reduction, really good launching, good skills, tire, and some amount of E85 and/or race gas. But it can be done, but it'll be really high 9s. I mean, really high 10s. So as tuning is getting better with these cars, when we take 500 pounds away, the car will hop into the 10s really easy. Now, here's the last question that you guys are going to ask. Boost, will you get the Nissan Z? Well, to keep it 100 with you guys, to be straight up with y'all, straight up, complete honest, I don't know yet. Right now, it is August 2021. That car is not going to be able to be pre-ordered until next year, March, April. So anyone who's ordering, saying they put in a pre-order for this, they're doing this for views, they're doing it for cap. It is what it is. They're just capping, man. They're just trying to make content. That's why I keep it 100 with you guys. That's why I keep it honest with you guys. A lot of other YouTubers don't do this. Like, they're full of shit. I'm not trying to play y'all. Some of y'all watch me, but y'all full of shit if y'all do it. Y'all ain't ordered no freaking Nissan Z. Let's be quite honest. But I would have to wait and see. The reason being is, as the YouTube continues to grow, if the revenue continues to grow, remember I have 2 cars now, so I'm also building up the C63. I actually got it as a daily, but I'm slowly modifying it, and it puts me in a different spectrum of cars too over there, and I'm trying to do both. We would have to see what would happen, because if I order in March, that car would probably be a 2020, early model 2023 model, which means if I did order in March, I'll probably get the car mid to late Q3, Q4. So that will be almost a year from now. I honestly don't know, but here's what I would honestly tell you guys. I made a lot of connections with people in the community. Shout out to Dropbear LLC. Shout out to AAM Performance and any other tuner. Shout out to Hussein from Racebox that tuned my car. I made connections with good amount of people in the platform. Shout out to Boost Fame. Shout out to Daily Q50. I could keep going. There's a lot of people with a lot of knowledge, a lot of people with the parts, a lot of people that can get a lot of stuff done and get stuff done quick. And knowing that I'm one of the biggest, I would say, VR30 channels on YouTube. Once again, guys, another YouTuber is going to come here and buy this car. But here's the funny thing about it is, those other YouTubers that know nothing about this car are coming in here. They don't know anything. They got to catch up. So they're going to be like, I don't know if I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with that. They're going to be contacting this company, that company. When I could just be like, yo, I got the car. What's up, everybody? Dropbear, AM, Hussein, let's get this stuff done. And I think that would be pretty good. And in a way, if it brings content, if it brings eyes, I may be one of the first people to really put out the information out there. One of the first people. Shout out to Enthusiast POV. Check him out. He also works for Zero Motorsports. So they're gonna have a lot of stuff in concoction too. And anyone else that's in the platform. I'm not trying to put down anyone else. I'm just being honest. If it brings views, I would definitely consider it. I would really have to sit there and think about it. But understand, the time with the Q60 is very limited, because at some point of 2022, I will be moving on from the Q60. I don't know if I'm going to sell the car in its entirely or demod it and then sell it. At the end of the day, it's going to hit its own plateau. I'm not trying to do upgraded turbos with this car. The next plan is just to do E85, and that is really it. I'm not trying to really go much more higher than that. Do a couple of races and see what I can do, and then bye-bye car. So the next car we'll be looking into, maybe a 400 Nissan Z. Sorry, guys. I'm so used to saying 400Z. But the next car would probably could be the Nissan Z. But I always wanted to do a build, and like I'd always told you guys since 2020, I want a G37 coupe. I always wanted one, and I always want to build one. Maybe I can, if the channel's doing really good, if revenue is really good, if you guys keep those likes up on all my videos, then I will just build the G37, and it won't be my daily. I'll just buy the car, but I won't drive it. I won't have it insured or nothing, and we'll just slowly build it as the time goes. And then when it's finally built, then I'll throw it on the road. So maybe we can do that as a channel build together. The Nissan Z itself could possibly replace this car as rear-wheel drive, but as you guys are sitting there saying, so you're gonna have no more all-wheel drive cars? Well, I don't know. I gotta see what I do with the C63, because possibly the C63 might get replaced by E63, which is all-wheel drive, which is also a very heavy freaking car, but it's a monster. So we gotta wait and see. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, I don't know if you guys are religious or not. It's whatever God's plan has for me, and whatever glass ceilings I could continue to break on my YouTube channel. So without you guys' help, without you guys commenting, liking, commenting and liking my old videos, watching the videos from the start to the finish, I'm only as good as you guys view the channel and interact with it. Bigger YouTube channels are successful, making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 because they're lighting cars on fire, they're burning them, they're doing all this stuff, and some of them was just here way before your boy Boost. So I'm still on my way up, and it's gonna take time. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take time. Nothing comes before its time, as my mother says. So outside of that, guys, if you are new to this channel and you didn't like this video, I'm sorry, man, but definitely check out some of my other videos. Some people like the race content. Definitely check that out on the channel. If you know that you would like to get maybe a Q50, Q60, or any Nissan Infinity vehicle with a VQ, I'm one of the dudes out here who have a lot of information and try to put that information out there for you guys. So definitely tap in and subscribe to the channel. And to my Boost in Motion family that made it here, yo, I appreciate you guys for always watching videos from the start to finish. My other Boost in Motion family, they get a little bored, and I understand I'm talking too much, but I try my best to lay the context out so you guys have a gut, so that you can know where we exactly at together, so that when the next video come out, you already caught up. You already know what's going on. These guys are still like, oh my God. Some people still sit there and say, Boost, I didn't know you got a Q60. It is August of 2021. I got a Q60 in January. Come on. So that's how you know some guys are late, but I appreciate that they're still coming back and viewing the channel. I appreciate that so much. The YouTube algorithm is very funny. So otherwise than that, guys, you know what to do. Tap in with me at boostinmotion on IG, Facebook, boostinmotion@gmail.com. Otherwise than that, guys, you have a good morning, good afternoon, good night. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. You have a good day. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Do appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much. You can also check out the 2 links I posted for some of my other videos. Also, on top of that, if you want to purchase some Boost in Motion merch, definitely check the link that I posted also. And finally, if you've been watching all my videos and you enjoy them, please hit the link to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.